It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning in South Louisiana. Good morning. Um, it's the day after. Today's October 4th, 2020. The day after the big NFAC protest. The day after what could have been the start of the next Civil War. Came damn close. I'm making this video with a point. I stewed on something a lot last night. One thing. And it's going to piss off some people. It's going to hurt some people's feelings. But it pissed me off and it hurt my feelings. And it's directed to somebody who I really looked up to, somebody who I have corresponded with on a few occasions, and that's our Congressman, Mr. Clay Higgins. Sir, you made a statement to the NFAC that if they come into our city, you would drop any 10 of them without even spilling your beer. And you did this before October 3rd, before the protest. And it caused a huge reaction from not only the NFC, but the black community as a whole. Then you had supposed to be a private conversation with Grandmaster Jay, the leader of the NFAC, and he ended up making it public on his page. And you rebutted everything that was said, and I don't blame you, because he should have never made that public. So we decided to do a rallying call. We were going to be there anyway, but we damn sure made a rallying call to stand beside you there. And I told you on my email to you when you emailed me back regarding the VA that I would be there to stand by your side. I had no doubt about standing at your side because, like I said, you are a man who I respected. I looked for you the whole day. Never saw you. I'm like, he's got to be here somewhere. And then last night, I just happened to be online and I see that you were at a barbecue and a party for, I don't know, I think the LSU game, if I remember correctly or whatever. You never came. Now that I don't get. You started a whole world of shit for the militia that was going to be there from South Louisiana, and for a lot of other people who believed in you and what you were saying. We showed up prepared to stand next to you, defend you, fight by your side if need be. And you didn't even have the testicular fortitude, I'll use that word, how's that, to show up. How do you do that? Are you capon? Is that what it was? I don't see that in you. I don't see you being capon. Was it a political move, you not showing up? I hope you're not that political. You made a strong statement for us, but then you backed down. You have my email, kevin.boutte@outlook.com. You have it. Let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Because I'm confused. I sit here this morning. I got a phone call this morning asking about that. How was Clay? How was Clay Higgins? Was he all right? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Clay Higgins wasn't there. I'm completely lost about it. And a lot of your supporters, I'm sure, are going to be lost about it when they see this. because we all for sure thought you, after the bold statements that you made to them, were going to be there. Sir, I need to know. I just need some answers. I'm going to email you about it, but I would really like to know. Never got another call last night that things were popping off. So that was a good thing. I will, I'm like everybody else, just Grandmaster J fella. I watched his videos for months leading up to this. How he was a dumbass and some of the stupid ass videos he made. But he had control over his people there. I will give him that. And he put them in check when they stepped out of line. So for that, you got my respect. For that. The Black Panther Party and that little woman they have leading them, all they did was cuss at us. White motherfucker this, white motherfuckers that. Wanting us to raise our fists like Nazis. Black power, and all the, well, not just them, the white kids that were out there, Antifa. Oh, I hope that little Antifa guy that I got into it with was watching this. I just wanted to beat your ass. Even them, black power. Man, go on with that. We tried to have a civil conversation. And that's all they kept coming back with. Raise your hand, black power. Raise your hand, black power. No. First of all, I ain't looking like no Nazi raising my hand, my fist forward like I had black power. No. It's not going to happen. But for the most part, last evening, I talked to a couple local black gentlemen around my age, maybe a little older. And they both told me 90% of the people up there were not from here. They didn't want this here. They didn't want it. And I knew that. They had some younger locals in the crowd, and a few older. Don't get me wrong, they had some older, but for the majority, they did not want this here. We know how we live here, and it's not as bad as the media and the Black Panther Party and the NFAC are making it out to be. I'm sorry. They can hype it up and all this shit all they want to, but we know better. We know how we live down here. When there's a festival, we party with everybody. Arm to arm, shoulder to shoulder. It doesn't matter. Okay, what color you are when I'm drinking. Much less, this ain't 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, now what I don't get is you say you didn't want it here, but y'all didn't do anything to stop it either. So, it is what it is. Black Panther Party, you can kiss my ass. Especially that little short, fat woman with the big mouth. God damn, big mouth. Called me a white motherfucker. I mean, standing 10 feet in front of me, looking right at me. Your husband needs to whip your ass. I don't even believe in that shit, but he needs to whip your ass. It was funny. I've never experienced anything like that, and I've been to a lot of places in my life. The tension was so tight. Then they made an arrest on the shooter yesterday, and he was a black gentleman from Lafayette, an accidental discharge. But I watched KLFY live this morning on Facebook, and they interviewed a black woman, and I actually watched them interview her. It was 20 feet from us, and on the interview, it shows her saying, "We didn't come here for this fucking shit. We don't want this fucking shit here." And then they cut the interview. But in real life, her next statement was, "It was them white Cajun militia motherfuckers that did it. It was them. It was them that shot, blah, blah, blah." Our medics with the Cajun militia were helping with the guys that dropped, helping with the black guys on the ground. So and I heard from multiple of them, personally heard them blaming us for it. When we took up tactical positions, we were face to face with Black Panther holding their weapons trained on us, not pointing at us. Pointing at us would have been different, but all facing us in the wide open. Now we're all positioned behind, we take cover, we're this, we're that, we have shooting positions, we're this, and they're just standing in the open. It would have been a shooting gallery. But yeah, we sure got the blame, boy, by multiple sources. And come to find out, it was one of their own again. So they need to fix their internal issues before they put the blame on somebody else. Anyway, I'm going to relax and I'm going to enjoy this beautiful Sunday. I hope y'all do the same. Have a blessed day.